Hi guys, welcome back. So I was solving this rooms which is named Masterminds. Actually it's based on analyzing, you can say traffics, or you can say PCAP files, but using Brim. So what is Brim actually? What it is an application, or you can say a GUI, or it also have a CLI variant, but what we will be using is a, you can say, just graphical interface GUI version. What is it? What it does is it shows us the easy and graphical view of all the packets received. You can say in as you can say, like, we have this file pcap file in wireshark. It's like that. So if we open that in this Brim, so it is something like this. So actually, Brims is a desktop application. So if you want to install Brim in your Linux, so what you have to do is you have to run these commands. First of all, you have to download uh, Brim from official website. This one, this GUI version here, and then you have to use dpackage and just run ZUI. That's it. So here how you can run this application. So after running this application, this will be something like you have this one, this page will be there. So let's come back to the question. So in the question, let's see what it says. Start by loading the infection1 packet captured in Brim to investigate the compromise event for the first machine. Then it says all the PCAPs can be found here. Okay, so there are, okay, let's go to this. So 3 machines in the finance department at PFFR PLC were compromised. Okay, we suspect the initial source of the compromise happened through a phishing attempt and by an infected USB drive. Got it. The incident response team managed to pull the network logs from the endpoint. Then what we have to do is we have to use Brim to investigate the network traffic. Okay, so we have 3 machines. First is infection1, infection2, infection3. So first of all, we will here what you when you start your machine, what you have to do is, if you don't have premium subscription, so you just open terminal in that machine and start a Python web server, and after starting it you can download that files to your main PC. Okay, so after downloading that files to your folder, you would have 3 files, that is infection1, infection2 and infection3. I'll leave these two, let's delete that. Okay, so you have 3 files, infection1, infection2 and infection3. So the next step, what you have to do, you have to click on this plus item and then choose the file you want to, or you can directly click from here. Okay, so as I have already opened this file, you can see it here, so I will not do any further changes. So after that, let's go to infection1. So we have to analyze that file. So okay, let's go start. So it says provide the victim's IP address. Okay, so to see the IP address, we have to you can say, so yes, so the main feature of Brim is like this easy, these actually are on JSON format, and this easy search type, you can say search facility which is provided, like we have to just type underscore path equals to HTTP, and here you can see we got our HTTP process. Okay, if I remove this and enter, here you can see I got all the other packets also with different colors. Okay, no problem. So let's go again to that path. Okay, so HTTP, so we have to find the victim's IP address. So here you can see in every packet, so what it does is, here you can see there all IPs are same, that is 192.168.75.t249. and when I extend this request, so here you can see a domain name, and here you can see the details of origin IP and you can say destination IP. So the question was provide the victim's IP address. So that is this one. Here you can see, because victim is accessing the browsing, or you can say victim is browsing. Okay, so this is the victim's IP. The second question is the victim attempted to make HTTP connection to two suspicious domain with status 404 not found. Provide the host/domains requested. Okay, so we have to find the domain in which the, you can say, wait a second, yes, so in which the user requested, but it gave it a 404 error. So the first one, here you can say we got status code 404, and here we got the website host name, this is the domain. So what you can also do is you can add a pipe here and said you can say type what we have to status code equals 404. Let's see if it works. 404 equals no, I don't know why, but let's remove this. Okay, no, I think why, I don't know why I'm not getting the response. Because this is maybe okay, no problem. I don't know why the response is not coming, but status code must be, oh okay, let's status underscore copy this. Here we can type this. Wait a second. Okay, this is, yep, so I think it has been, yep. So here you can see we have got two requests with error 404, and that here you can see the domain, that is Cambius with historia.growlab and let's compare online. Okay, so we got two domain and here we pasted them. Okay, let's go to next question. The victim made a successful HTTP connection to one of the domain and received the response body length 1309. Okay, response body length 1309. So instead of status code 400, let's type status code 200. We have two options. So we have to find length, that is length 1309. So as we have two options, we can check it, length 1309. Okay, you can copy this filter also and paste it to apply filter, but as we have a very small amount of package, so no need of that. So here you can see we got 1309. Okay, so here we can say let's go 1309 length, and we wrote the domain. We have to find the domain and IP. So here's the domain and here's the IP. Okay, done. So let's go to next question. So next question is how many unique DNS requests were made to, okay, the domain is cap.myfkn.com. okay, including the capitalized domain. Okay, firstly we have to shift from HTTP to DNS. Okay, let's do that. Let's go to DNS, and then instead of status code, search for this, and we have to search for website names from start from C. What was the name? I think this was, but we have to let's go copy this query. Okay, oh okay, I actually don't know this, but okay, no problem. And first lower the filter query, and Instead of in capitalized letter, let's type this in small letter. It is cab dot, okay, cab dot mykfn.com. Let's enter. So here I think I got the small and all the queries 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 queries with, you can say, 6 of this capital one and one this small one. Okay, let's type here. Okay, we got 7. The next question, provide the URI of the domain bhaktivrind.com. Okay, domain is bhaktivrind.com. Query is bhaktivrind.com. Let's remove this, enter this. So I have only one request with that, bhaktivrind.com. Okay, bhaktivrind.com. Okay, we have to find its UID. There I wait just a second, I think something is wrong. Let's go in there. So that the victim reaches out over HTTP. Okay, over HTTP to bhaktivrind.com. Okay, let's close this. Let's remove this, change this to HTTP. Okay, now we have to find bhaktivrind.com. Yep, so here you can see bhaktivrind.com. So host, we can filter out bhaktivrind.com, and here we got the URI. Okay, so here we got our answer. After that, the question is provide the IP address of the malicious server and the executable that the victim download from the server. Okay, IP and executable. It was actually easy part. Executable, as you can see, we can directly see it here, and from that we can copy the IP also from here. That's it. Okay. Yep. So last question is based on the information gathered from the second question, provide the name of malware using virus tool. So here I open virus tool and entered the domain name, and here in the community section I got the virus name, that is emotet, whatever you say. Okay, so that was infection 1. Okay, let's go to infection 2. So what happens in infection 2? So here we will open infection 2 queries. So let's filter, remove all the filters, enter. So here you can see we have around 90. Let's close this. Yep. So here you can see these are, we have little bit more requests now. Okay, as compared to earlier. Okay, so what we have to find out? Let's go. Let's filter this out as path. Okay, equal. Let's filter out to HTTP. Let's enter. So here you can see I got 4 HTTP communication. So here is the, this one is the IP of the victim 75.146, and we got this. Provide the IP address the victim made post connection to. Okay, so here we are getting post connection. So victim is making post connection to 5.81.181.156.252. Great. And 3 post connection, as you can count here, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, let's go. Provide the domain where the binary was downloaded from. Okay, the binary, here you can see the binary appliance.exe, and it has been downloaded from hypercustom.top. Okay, no problem. From hypercustom.tom. So after that, let's go back here. What it says, provide the name of binary, that we already appliance.exe. Okay, Provide the IP address or domain that hosts a binary. So IP address which hosts a binary is this. These are actually basic question actually really. But if you try to solve them from wireshark, then it must be a tough task. So this room is actually basically to make you usual with Brim. Actually, I am using first time and I got very interested and I did very detailed research on Brim, learned all the commands. So, yep, you can also do that. It's very interesting and fast. And another question, there were two Suricata, a network Trojan was detected alerts. Okay, so here we can say alert one. Yep, this one was actually interesting. So for that, let me confirm. Yep. So there is a variable name event type which has been used, which is where event type alert. When we use this, we got all the alerts. And I think if we get it HTML, okay, no, event type is different than okay, sorry, my bad. So here after getting the alert, all the alerts, here you can see we have to find out this category, this one. Okay, where was it? Category. This, let's copy this out. We can actually filter it. Let's filter equal alert dot category this, and let's enter this. We have two alerts. Yep, we have two alerts. It says we have two alerts. Okay, great. And we have to find the destination IP. Okay, so destination IP is here 45.95. Great. And another one is, let's go, another one is 45.95 and 45.95. Wait a second, we have to go to the source and okay, that my bad. Okay, source IP and this destination IP. Great. Then the third last question of this injection second is taking a look at .top domain in HTTP request. Provide the name of the Trojan. Okay, so they have been providing us this URL house database. Here you can see. So here we have to just submit the, let me show you. Yeah, so here what we have to do is we have to submit or search for that you can say website or web URL, that is this one, Trojan that gathers. Okay, let's paste it here. So I think I got the results from it. Here you can see malware URI associated, that is red line stealer. Okay, so here we got the red line stealer. So let's move on to last infection, my bad. Okay, so last infection. So here you can see first of all it is also asking for victim's IP address. So let's go to the file again. Let's open this query session. So these you can see there are huge amount of requests. Okay, and if we would have used wireshark, okay, let me show you this thing, that if we have, this is the first one package which is like easy one. So if we open this package, that is this one, let me just pcap png file, let's open it. Here you can see the amount of data. So I think, so instead of analyzing this much amount of data, you can see that, and the format here is this. So Brim here works very great, really great. Here you can see we have this much because the filter power is very good in Brim. So let's go towards the question. First of all, let's search for HTTP request send. So here we can get the source ID, that is 192.168.75.232. Here it is. Then provide 3 C2 domains from which the binaries were downloaded. Okay, 3 C2 domains from which binary was downloaded. Yep, here you can see one is this one. Okay, These are binaries. Then another is this one, okay, and another is this one. Yep, so we got 3 websites where we can paste them. Then it is provide the IP address. Okay, here we can get the IP address from here by lowering down this. One is this, and for this one is here, and for X1 is here. Okay, so this was easy. After that, it asks how many unique DNS queries were made to the domain associated from the first IP address from previous answer. This was the first IP address. So let's copy this. How many unique DNS queries were made? Okay, unique DNS queries. I want DNS queries, and for domain, what we say it, origin P. Okay. Origin underscore P equals this. Let's enter. But I didn't let anything. Maybe I am wrong. There are too much DNS. Okay, one thing I can do is query equal website name is this first one, like this one. Okay, dot .ru, this dot .ru. Let's enter. Wait a second, maybe I am wrong at this. Yep. Okay, so here you can see we got 2 domains for query, this one, and path, you can say DNS. Here we got 2 queries, and what it was saying, how many unique DNS queries were made. So here we got the answer, 2 unique DNS queries. After that, what it asks? It asks how many binaries were downloaded from the above domain in total. How many binaries are downloaded from this website? Okay, let's then search for HTML. Then let's remove this query part. Wait a second. Sorry, my bad. HTTP. So here, after getting HTTP, so here you can see here as the host file. So how many binaries are downloaded? So here you can see we have 1.exe, 2.exe, 3.exe, 4 and 5.exe. So 5 binaries. Yep. Then it says provide the user agent listed to download the binaries. User agent. Okay. To download the binaries. So we have to search for the user agent. Okay, no problem. Let's go forward. So here we got our user agent. Copy this and paste it there. Then it says provide the amount of DNS connection made in total for this packet capture. We have to search for total DNS packet capture. Let's filter DNS, and here you can see I got total 986 rows. So 986. Yep. After that, it says with some OSINT skills provide the name of the worm using the first domain. Okay, so when I searched for this, you can again search for it. I got this here, and when I go to community part, I got this virus name as, you can say, forpix. So here is the answer, forpix. So that was the room. I think video is quite a bit long today. Yep, so no problem. So actually this was very interesting room because I have used Brim for first time, and the impression of Brim was actually very cool. I loved it, and I will now always use Brim to capture, or no, not to capture, but to analyze PCAP files. And one more thing, Brim can also analyze log files too. Okay, so note that also. So Brim is actually very great. So here we are done with this question. We have solved 3 infection in one video. So yep, so it was quite interesting one. So let's meet in next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.